EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11 MT.
They go play action with Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now Burrow on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
Get out there.
Pollard going to try the right side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Play after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now he'll throw deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
But it's certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
In motion comes the tight end left. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 45.
11.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good. And they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership will.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
11.
Burrow on 3rd down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
11 MT takes. 11 MT takes. Stop.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On 1, ready? 12. Here we go. 11, Thomas. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Hey, we gotta go.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. gets into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that,
Here we go.
You do give it to them in plus territory as well.
11. Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. Being chased out left. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Go, get out there. Then we're going to 53.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
I'm fine, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
I'm one,
The
ready?
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11, mighty. 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Man open. That's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
11.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
11. 12.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a rip.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Prescott off play action. Rolling to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Second and 10.
Hey, kill. We're going to 54. Wide 8. We're going to 53. 26.
Here's Pollard again. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a give here to Pollard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8.
On second down, it's Pollard. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott from the gun on third. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. McPherson on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it inside the 35. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And his kick is absolutely perfect. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
They'll give it to Mixon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here we go. Here we go, going to 53.
Pollard going to try the right side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, kill. Here we go, going to 54.
Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. And some space here. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. Well, bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
11 empty. 11 empty.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time.
Here we go.
The team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
11 empty. 11 empty. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll look